How to slice onions, cut it, chop it. I'm going to show you that in this video. Welcome to Ama Cooks. This channel is all about healthy food, making healthy meals and beyond. Let's start. But before you do, one thing I want to let you know is whenever you want to slide onions, make sure that your board is stable, that is not sliding, because that's gonna cause you to either cut your fingers when you are sliding your onions. So what I do is you can either use a paper towel, you wet it and then put it underneath the chopping board before you start chopping. But normally what I do is I just use a little napkin or a washcloth. I just lay that down first and then I put my chopping board on it, and that makes it much stable for me to cut my onions. Let's start right away. The first method I'm going to use is slicing. So when you get your onions, make sure that we are going to cut the end here. Just be very careful because you know this is going to be very sliding, so cut the bottom here. Once you do that, we're gonna set this down like that, so then now you have a base to set it so it doesn't slide. We're gonna cut this in half. All right, so once this is cut in half, you do have, now you'll be able to peel this off quickly. You can use your knife and just peel the skin off. Then once that is done, just get rid of this. Okay, now you can either, depending on, some people will go this way to cut it, some people also will go this way. So first of all, we are going to go this way first to cut it. For me, make sure you know when you are cutting, your hand is right up here to guide your knife. So just like that, and then you just cut it. When you do that, your fingertip is guiding your knife, and then when you get to the edge, we can take this off right away. And so now we just chop that. And then when you are getting close where you cannot hold this anymore, what I do is I just slide this down, and then now you do have to cut your onions. You have a chance to cut your onion without letting your hand slide and cutting yourself. All right, now that is done, you have your nice cut onions. And then the other option is and now to cut this, what we can do is we are just going to cut this way. Also the same way, using your hands to guide your knife like that. And then when you cannot hold this anymore, I try to just put this down, and then now you have more control. And then cut the rest just like that. So now you have your 2 onions sliced nicely, and making your stew or soup, it's gonna be so amazing with this. So once that is done, and we can just take this off, but make sure that when you are taking your onions off your board, don't use the edge because you can dull the knife. Just use the back and then take your onions, and that way also you don't cut your fingers as doing that. The second method is going to be to chop the onions. So we are going to cut this right here. We are going to cut this in half like that again. And we are going to take this off. That as well, we just have to be careful. And this is how I do my onions even back way in Ghana. All right, so now once this is done, what we are going to do is we are just going to put your hands, your palm, on top of the onions like this. Don't do your fingers like that. And we're going to make a slice in between, and then another one on top. Make 1 or 2 like that. And then when that is done, we are going to just make this lines, and just be careful with your hands to hold this together. And just be careful with the knife. All right, so once that is done, now we can just go ahead and chop our onions. And then also just turn it this side way so you can get that done as well. that is done, you have your fine chopped onion. We do the same thing for this. And then we just chop. Just use your fingers to guide and then turn this upside down this way and get every bit out of your onions so you don't throw anything away. And there we go. Just take this off. Now the third method that we are going to use is we are just going to cut this as an onion ring. How to cut onion ring. So what I'm going to do is just cut a little bit of this edge here, and we're going to do this a little bit different. Take this skin off, and I'm just going to make a little hole right here so I'll be able to set this down so it doesn't slide or anything like that. I am just going to cut this like that. Use that to make your onion ring. You have to be careful when you get to the edge here. What I'm going to do is I just turn this sideways like that, and now all you have to do is just open this up, and as you can see, you have your onion rings ready for frying, just like that. And sometimes you see someone wobble, just take these skins off like that, and that should be your onion rings. Perfect. And then this as well, take these wobbly ones out and then just open this. And that's it. Your onions are done. You have your onion rings, and you can use these for anything else you want, but these are all your onion rings that you fry or do whatever you want to do with it, and it will come out so nice and cute. That's so simple. So here we are with our final onion slice 3 ways, and we have the sliced one, we have the chopped onions, and then we have the ring onions that we just cut in a very easy and simple 3 easy steps to cut your onions or slice your onions. So thank you for watching. If this video has helped you in some way to be able to cut your onions and stop crying when you are chopping your onions, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below for me and I'll get back to you as always. Thank you for watching my videos, and I hope you'll be able to slice your onions the right way, and make sure you hold your knives nicely so you don't cut yourself. That is important. Use a chef knife because those are easier to handle to be able to cut your onions nicely. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye.